This is Unit 4, Week 2, question number 8, the final surrender at Appomattox Courthouse. What finally happened? April 1865, early April, for months and months, 10 months, up almost a year. Grant has been surrounding the city of Petersburg. Lee has been having his troops protect the city. Why? It's a railroad junction. Most of the war was fought over railroad junctions. April 2nd is the breakthrough. And when the troops crossed into Petersburg, within days, the city falls, the railroad junction falls. It's the last junction that controls access to Richmond. So the Union troops pour into Richmond, burn the city down. They've waited 4 years to get there. Lee is fleeing into the western hills of Virginia with what few troops he has remaining, with Grant in hot pursuit. Finally, after a week or so, April 7th, 8th, their exchange of, I want to say emails, they did not send emails, an exchange of letters back and forth, they agreed to meet. They meet in the town of Appomattox Courthouse, in the house of Mr. McLean, who had moved as far as he could to get out of the war because his farm was destroyed in the first battle of Bull Run. Cannonball went through the roof, landed in a pot on his kitchen stove. So he moved as far away from the war as he could, and the war found him. So he could rightly say that the war started in his kitchen, on his stove, and it ended in his parlor, because Grant, muddy boots, accepted the surrender of Lee in elegant uniform in his front parlor of his house, which he wasn't going to get to live in for very long either, because it's about to become a big historical monument site. Bummer for a guy. Don't buy a lottery ticket if your name is McLean. Anyways, Grant accepts Lee's surrender on very, very friendly terms. His famous quote is, "The rebels are our countrymen again. They have to go home for their harvest." He says as long as they turn in weapons, they can go home with their horses, supplies, even some of their arms, because they need them as for hunting and harvest. So it's very, very gentle terms, because the most difficult part of the war is about to begin, trying to put Humpty Dumpty back together again. And that's it from some guy in a low-hop print shirt.